Dun 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 dun. Okay. Silverhead Mysteries presents Who Let the Dogs Out? Now let's take this sentence and purge it from my vernacular because my God, I keep coming back to it. The who, what, when, where, and why. Sometimes, when you're making stuff up off the top of your head, you start out with who, what, when, where, and why, and but every time I say who, it ends in who let the dogs out. Kind of like how every time someone says neck and back, I have to really struggle to not finish that off in the way of that song. So, we okay. Let's purge it. Okay, who let the dogs out? Okay, I'm gonna take that H. Okay, no, who doesn't start with an H? It starts with a W. So W H. Okay, D. Okay, G. WHDG. Who dig? He dig. He dig. He dig. Okay. Uh, DG, 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 he jig, he jig, okay, he jig, who, let, who, WHLT, hilt, WHHLT, W, WT, WLT, wilt, okay, TH, wilt the, dogs, DG, DGST, wilt the digs, wilt the Dexter, wilt the Dexter, wilt the Dexter, wilt the Dexter. Okay, I've now come up with my chant, wilt the Dexter, wilt the Dexter, wilt the Dexter, wilt the Dexter, and I banish thee, okay? I'm putting you in an envelope, and I'm putting a stamp on it, and I'm sending it to Kelowna, okay, where it can sit in the sorting station for many years until someone that works in the mailroom finds it, opens it up, and finds out the answer to who let the dogs out. I don't want to know the answer to that. I don't. It's not that I don't care. It's just I don't know how it's going to add value to my life. Because let's say I do find out who let the dogs out. Okay. Well, who am I going to tell? You? You don't. You don't. The government? Am I going to tell the government who let the dogs out? They've probably been keeping this suppressed. They've been keeping this information suppressed for years, and they're not going to take kindly to someone, okay, who solved the mystery of who let the dogs out. Okay, so Wilt the Zephyr, Wilt the Zephyr. Okay, just because you know the truth doesn't mean it's handy in the moment. It's usually in hindsight where people are like, "Yeah, I always believed that." Well, not really, because in the moment you were like, "No, no, no, don't." The dogs were let out for a good reason, and I'm like, no, it's talking about women. It's talking about women, man. It's talking about a guy who's like, who let the dogs out? I thought maybe it was like, who let the dogs out? Like the men are dogs, and who let them out? But I don't think that's it. The vibe I'm getting is that some guys show up to the club and are not happy with the outward appearance of many of the individuals there, which, like, to hell with those guys. They don't know me. They don't know me, and I'm dancing because it's better than. Well, I didn't have any Xanax at the time, any Zoloft, so I just danced, and it works just as good. Yeah, I was going to say it's cheaper, but it's not because my I get my drugs covered, and you're going to spend $50 to $100 on liquor on the dance floor when you're taking a break. Vodka slimes.